Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's the rookie from Penn State. On 1st and 10, Jackson. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. In motion comes Walker. On play action, here's Jackson. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he will get into the end zone. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Here we go.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
On 1, ready?
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Gun. Stop.
Now, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. That.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got it! And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
17 yards, the gain there. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Jamar Chase. Cincinnati.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
On one, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion.
Dot.
Now it's Dobbins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Burrow to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He's got room to the 45. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. 2nd down and 8.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Eleven. Shot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Jackson out of the pistol. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Come on, ready?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. That is catch number 60 for the season.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You saw great.
And he's in. Takedown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And make it 3 in the first. He has thrown 3 first-quarter touchdowns. An incredible start to this one.
It really is incredible, Mike, and I'm not sure really what word there is better to describe it. This is just truly a special performance we're seeing today. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited what the next 3 quarters have in store.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A 1st down throw for Jackson. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It's a big one for the Ravens. Pickup of 46 yards.
Hey, middle.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But somehow it comes right back to him.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
He's looking deep for Shakir. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. The hot.
Here's Dobbins. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
On 1, ready?
They face 2nd down and 7.
Gun, gun. The hot. The hot.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down. So after 1, all even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. A run with Dobbins. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. The hot.
To throw is Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff here, up the middle, finding space at the 15. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. The hot.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And now it's 4th and goal. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 24-21 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. In motion, Shakir. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down, Ravens.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. In motion comes Walker. On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens have taken a 4-point advantage. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Here we go.
His drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Burrow here on second down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Tight end on the move left. To the air one more time with Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Again, it's Jackson. A throw right side is intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
First down throw there is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. It is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Dot.
Now, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Gun. Dot.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Dot.
To throw is Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming.
Here we go.
And at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Dot.
On 2nd down, they'll run.
On 2, ready?
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
11 MT. Dot. Dot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Now, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Let's get set.
Here's Burrow. To the left side. Caught by Chase. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stop.
Up the middle they go. Not much happening there. Just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Gun, gun. Stop.
Man in motion, heading left.
Stop.
2nd down. Burrow. This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. That's powerful running, lowers the shoulder, and picks up 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Now a loose football. The Bengals have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He finds Likely, his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Let's get set.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. To the tight end, Likely. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Here we go.
Now give on the ground. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
That one knocked away and incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Bengals have a 1st and goal forthcoming. Takes this down to the 5-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
Ready?
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Burrow now. That one taken in. Jafar Chase. Touchdown Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He's inside the 35. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Let's get set. Stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
Here we go.
Second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Stop.
Back to throw, Burrow. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the...
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Derwin James. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Great job there, not only securing the ball for the interception, Mike, but then turning into a runner. I can promise you he's going to get an earful by his teammates when they watch, saying, man, you couldn't get it in the end zone. Either way.
Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he nearly takes it the distance, just short of the goal line. A spectacular return.
Oh, man, you know he wanted that one. He's going to wind up just short of the goal line, but what a return it was. When he got to midfield, Mike, I thought he was gone. I mean, it won't be a touchdown, but he set his guys up 1st and goal, and that was electric to watch.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will cut it to a 2-point lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
No, we changed it. Ready?
Jackson going to keep it himself. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And the Bengals are going to get the football at their own 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
11, 11, 11.
A first down throw for Burrow. That's to his tight end, Eric All. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go.
Now it's Dobbins. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
Let's get set.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end.
42. Bengals 40.
On one, ready?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Gun, gun.
They go play action for Burrow. Open man. Downfield. Chase has it. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Dobbins. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth.
A 47-yard attempt.
His kick is good. He got it. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, Shakir. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down. In motion, Shakir. Jackson up top again. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. He fumbled the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Raven first down. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Good set.
They bring Chase in motion. We're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
12, 12, 12. Gun, gun. Start. 12, 12, 12. Start.
Throwing is Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. The throw on the run is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now, 2nd and 4. A run with Pacheco. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one is blocked.
And they come through with a huge play to bail out their defense. But this is something that just cannot happen along this offensive line. Late in the fourth quarter, one breakdown is all it takes. The kick gets blocked, and it might end up costing them the game.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. Room to run at the 35. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Who